Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. It's that time of the month again. Let's go ahead and hop into April 2024's VR game releases. First up, we have The Last Safe Place. This takes place in 1853 in a mysterious civilization under Ember Mountain. This looks really cool because it looks like you're going to be playing a coal miner here and kind of like this unforgotten city it appears to be. I don't know a whole lot about this game, but it does look like it's got some pretty wild looking monsters and a really creepy vibe to it. I'm definitely going to have to be checking this one out.
Attention all explorers, your appointed guide will now begin your descent. Your descent. Please gather your smallest adventurers and proceed to the central platform. Thank you.
Escape Simulator is finally making it into a full VR version, which is really cool. Basically, it's a free update for the flat screen version if you already have it. I really do like this because you can play it to co-op with up to 8 players in a single room. So now we're able to manipulate all the objects completely in VR. There's 30 original escape rooms just in the game, but there is over 4,000 community-made rooms, which definitely gives you endless possibilities. I love that you're able to download fan-made games and rooms, and I think that really adds to the game a whole lot. So definitely, if you're in the escape rooms, check that out. Mutant Boxing League is finally making its way to PCVR. I have done a video before about it being on Quest, so if you want to play it right now on Quest, you can. But basically, this is just another workout simulator that's kind of like some of the other boxing games out there. I really like this game because of its cool and unique characters. It's got a little bit of a simpler gameplay, I guess you could say, to it. It's not really a full-blown simulator, but it definitely will still get you sweating. There's tiers that you can actually fight in, so you can go from beginner all the way up to an expert. I really enjoyed my time playing this game, and it's definitely coming to PC VR with some enhanced graphics now. Viking VR Experience. This is definitely has not been on my radar at all. So when I was making this video, this kind of popped up and I'm really interested in it. Doesn't look like it's going to be like a full game or anything like that. It's kind of just like a immersive experience where you're allowed to kind of just see what it's like to be a Viking. It's kind of got like a dining hall and things like that. Looks like you could throw some axes and of course drink your mead, which is always great. Kind of reminds me of Asgard's Wrath, like the little dining hall you get thrown into in the very beginning of the game. Pretty cool. I'm hoping it kind of develops into a major game later on. The visuals are absolutely stunning in this. Smash has been out for a little while now on PlayStation VR2, but it's finally coming to the Quest on April 4th, which is absolutely amazing. It's kind of like you're playing wall ball and tennis, I guess you could say, at the same time. It's really got these cool, spacey, futuristic type environments. You can play with or against your friends in several different modes. Pretty cool little game. I enjoyed playing a little bit of it. I didn't play too much, but it's really neat, especially if you're into tennis, and it really reminds me of playing wall ball. It does have full body avatars, a music player, there's an emote system that you can go on with it, which is really cool, leaderboards and points. It boasts over 140 different levels. Pretty cool. I would definitely be playing this if you're into tennis and want another workout game.
Welcome to C-Smash VRS.
Black Trail VR is finally getting its release date this month, which is absolutely amazing. I was able to play this game very early on in early access and was pretty pleased with how the game ran. You can definitely check out my video of that on the channel here, but basically it's an on-rails VR shooter that's basically set in the Old West. You get to play as a bounty hunter on one side, and then you get to play as a vengeful Native American warrior, which is really cool. I love historical games that are like this. It's pretty neat. So this game's pretty wild. I wouldn't expect anything too major or anything as far as movement goes. Like I said, it is on rails, but the graphics are great looking, and it does have an absolutely amazing story behind it.
That felt good.
Toy Monsters is dropping in on us on the Quest here this month as well. I really like this because it makes it kind of feel like you're playing Plants vs. Zombies. There's all kinds of unique characters, and the added Quest 3 mixed reality with the color pass-through really adds to this game, so you can play in your own environment. Really love being able to play the tactical side of this game, so you do have to kind of think before you move. And if you're a fan of Plants vs. Zombies, definitely add this to your library. Now, Dungeon Full Dive is a game I've been following for a long time. It's finally coming out with the player edition first. Basically, this is a full-blown Dungeons & Dragons, like, Game Master game, I guess you could say. Basically, you're able to set up your own environments, create your own characters, and kind of live out your own worlds. It's really cool. I've done a video on this before, but if you have not seen this game yet and you're a fan of Dungeons & Dragons, this is an absolute must-have game, especially if you're a game master. You can do so many things. You can get creative. You can actually even go into like a first-person view of the characters and move them around the map. It's just everything you want in a D&D game brought fully into VR for you. Definitely do not miss out on this one.
Wicked beast, fear me.
Tell me, adventurers, what will you do with the power of Dungeon Full Dive?
Third Verse is dropping Soul Covenant this month on all platforms, and this might be my most highly anticipated game of the month. It looks absolutely amazing. We got great great graphics, great anime characters, great special effects, and it just looks crazy all around. This game reminds me of kind of like a Devil May Cry, where you're fighting all kinds of different enemies, all different kinds of skills and powers. Really, I have not had a chance to play this game. I'm kind of bummed about it, but what can you say? You can't get to play them all early, and it just is what it is. But I will definitely be buying this and playing the living crap out of it day one. It looks absolutely beautiful. I really hope that the gameplay is as good as the trailers. Big Shots is also coming to all platforms. This is a mech roguelike shooter where you're fighting all kinds of alien hordes. I absolutely love the Borderlands graphics to it. Really cool because you can play it in co-op with your friends. Another game that I've been anticipating and can't wait to get into. Hopefully we'll have access to this very, very soon, and we'll be dropping a full review as soon as I can. Definitely cool if you're in the co-op and mechs. The Flip is dropping on Quest here on April 18th. Basically, this is a social VR shooter that takes you into Flip City, where you can team up with your friends for heart-pumping, zombie-blasting adventures. There's all kinds of different levels. There's customization for your characters. They say there's a built-in voice system, which is really cool. Haven't seen really too much on this game, but if you're into shooting zombies and into co-op, this is probably another game you want to add to your library. They say it's kind of a social VR shooter from what the description says, so I'm kind of interested to see what this is all about. Basically, you know, there is co-op, there is multiplayer, and there is single-player use on it. So it looks like it can be shooting hordes of zombies for quite some time.
Get ready, soldier. Flip City needs you.
Strike Rush is coming out on the 18th of April. I was able to play this game as well very early on and had quite a bit of fun with it. The graphics are nothing to write home about on this game, but the gameplay is definitely there. Kind of reminds me of Overwatch, which is quite interesting. The whole main goal of the game is to take over a powerful mech and control a single point that is on the map. They are going to be adding different game modes and things like that later on, but I did have a lot of fun playing with this. There's power-up weapons throughout the map, which are much stronger than all the other weapons. You can kind of control the battlefield that way. Pretty cool little shooter to check out. A lot of strategic gameplay can be found in this game if you're playing with the right team, and definitely one you want to check out if you're into shooters. Alien Tag is also coming out this month. Basically, it seems like it's going to be another game that is just like Gorilla Tag, with many of the other games that are clones of Gorilla Tag. Very cool. You get to play as an alien this time. I personally am not into these type of games. It's basically just because of the movement system. The only game that I've seen that's really cool that's like this is Monkey Do. Monkey Do really captured me and made me a fan of games like this. But if you're a fan of Gorilla Tag and you kind of want to change up of the environment, play as an alien in Alien Tag. Retropolis 2 hits on Quest Standalone this month. Love this game. Definitely have played it before for several hours. You're basically taking on the story from the original version, and you're playing as a detective who's got to solve a crime, and there's all kinds of puzzles in the environment which are not that easy. Some of those puzzles actually really stumped me and took me quite some time to figure out before progressing on, but there is a great story to this game that makes you keep wanting to play. And if you're a fan of old school detective mysteries with some puzzle solving, this is definitely one you don't want to miss out on.
It's me, Jenny Montage.
What do you have to do with her?
Why don't you come back to the station?
What are you, my boss?
Scary. I was framed.
It's all very confusing. Give me the money.
Jenny!
VR Legs is a free parkour social environment game that basically lets you run around a generated map, being able to move around the environment in all kinds of ways possible. There's actually a game of tag where you have to follow a person that's running around the map, and you basically have to take the same exact path that they have, and you got to keep up with them in every way a parkour person would do, I guess you could say. I've never done parkour, but the game is absolutely wild. I was able to play a little bit of it. Once again, the movement is just absolutely insane. Anybody that's into gorilla tag or anything of that nature where they love flying around the map at high speeds, definitely could check this out. I really love the social aspect of it. You can totally customize your character and run around the map. Very interesting game that I hope develops further on in the future. Nope is a game where you get to challenge your own phobias. There's things like clowns, spiders, heights, all kinds of stuff, all packed into a little environment. Pretty cool little game. Probably not for the faint of heart. Definitely going to be checking this one out. Definitely seems like there's going to be quite a few jump scares in it.
Challenge empowers you to redefine what you think is possible. And anytime you find your limit, you can just note right out. Relax. Breathe deep. You have earned every slice of pineapple. And when you're ready for more personal growth, then jump right back in. You total psychotic! See? That wasn't so bad, right?
Drunk or Dead 2 is a brand new zombie shooter that is coming to PCVR. Looks quite interesting. It definitely reminds me of Dead Island. That's the vibes it gives to me. It's going to be a 4-player co-op with all kinds of opportunities to chat in the game. You're able to shop for character upgrades. You can customize your characters. And of course, there's plenty of zombie slaying that goes along with it. There's a full in-depth story that goes along with this game, which seems to be pretty cool. It's kind of gory. You're really just taking on hordes and hordes of zombies like we do in most zombie games, but this one looks interesting. It kind of has some crude humor to it, which is always fun to listen to, but definitely one that's going to be on my wish list here, and we will totally be checking it out on the channel. So I will let you all check out the rest of this trailer for Drunk or Dead 2. That is going to be it for April 2024's new VR game releases. As always, let me know what game you think down in the comments are going to be one that you're going to be playing the most. Let's take a poll. There's so many great games, it's just hard to choose from. But as always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we will see you on the next video.
Make sure those guys don't bust the door, and we'll figure something out in the meantime.
The name of the sacred chalice and blessed water.
Then you better say your prayers.
Sure as hell didn't see this shitstorm coming. Start up, you fucking piece of junk! Lord, help me out. Don't touch the bottle again. Oh, you zombie.
I hope your stepdad. Hands off my daughter! Or what?
Fucking bitch! You're losing all the notes again!
I won't be a bother, and you can count on drinks whenever you want them. I'm sure it'll make for a long, fun story.